welcome. We're going to talk about beauty secrets. Got loads of books, so I've got these. I've collected these books. You got your the new face size, natural facelift there, which is another classic. One that I like. It was already secondhand, so you know it was a little bit battered. But this is the funny one where she's kind of giving the finger, which is like really good. Buy the book. Yeah. So I really like this one best. The others are really great. They're foundational about how to stand, get into the foundations of things. That's one of the most important I want to emphasize today, is that foundation's very important. And not the kind of foundation like these kinds of ones, although this is very nice. This is a base foundation by RMS Beauty. Very luminous kind of glow you get. You know, less is more. But it also comes with this really nice applicator, which I think is beautiful. But yeah, the foundation, so your posture, loosening any tight muscles before you do any face exercise, or facial yoga or facial massage is really important. The jade rollers, they're all quite, when you compare to like going to a beauty salon, these are all really affordable to use on a daily, if not twice daily basis. I can do a separate video on these to show how I've used them, and again there'll be that's just my approach. And then there's a selenite kind of crystal as well, which I think is really, really good, and I actually put that under my pillow because apparently it cleanses all crystals. And so those are the foundations, kind of like relaxation, meditation, cold showers, and Epsom salts baths I find are really good before you even think about doing anything on top of that. So and the other thing in the Joseph Corvo's book is reflexology. So that's another thing that I discovered through a friend of mine a few years ago, that actually the feet and the hands and the face have got acupuncture pressure points, which is a sort of ancient Chinese holistic form of medicine, self-healing. And it has all these diagrams, and it has all these, like if you have particular ailments like sinus problems, it'll tell you the places to massage. I'm not sure if this is available so widely now, this version of it, but you can find about, it's just a really relaxing thing to do, and especially if you can get somebody else to do it for you as well. Nice. The facial acupressure points as well, that incredibly relaxing and nice. So the finger again. Yeah. So those are the foundations. Then, you know, whatever products you feel comfortable with. Is this thing called slugging. I don't know if you've heard about slugging. I didn't know it was called slugging. And so, like, you know, I've all been watching a few YouTube videos. So the original slugger was this Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream, which I've been using like probably since I was about 21 or something. Why do you use that? Why have you got shiny cheeks? It's not, I didn't really like appreciate the look, which, you know, I can understand. But, you know, it's good to prevent wrinkles. So who's laughing now, you know? Well, I am. But you can't really tell. Anyway, that it might not be just slugging. You know, I've got very oily skin. This is another one, Antipodes, that I've obviously used quite a lot. It's really good for just everything. Cracked heels, you know, you name it. It just says it on the back, you know, whatever you want to do. You can even use it if you've got a baby that needs a little bit of TLC somewhere on their skin, then you can do that. Shape eyebrows, chap lips. You would use these facial patches. Now, my brother-in-law said to my sister, if she came to bed with these on, it would be all over. So, you know, the marriage would be all over, nothing more drastic than that. You know, your 11s brow, because like I actually used these a long time as well, like decades. And then I really got back into them when I was a young mom, a new mom. And so you would do your massaging techniques, you put all your products on, then you put a little bit of water on, and then you stick them down, and then you go to sleep. It's like I would have a sleep mask on. This is a little bit too tight for me, really, to be honest. So I'd have a silk. You don't. My daughter's really offended that it's silk, because it's a horrible thing to do to tiny creatures. And then if you can sleep on your back, like a little head massage or something, just to feel ready for bed, to sort of my kind of the basis of that. Just this like fingers. Keep looking at the table, and his fingers just staring at me, man. It's just too rude. It's amazing. So that's what those are the foundations for me. I recently got into kind of like physical exercise as well, like heavily into meditation techniques. Mina Loy is a poet that I got into when I was writing. I think the inner aspect of poetry is very close to aligning with your inner glow or your inner beauty, actually. Poetry expresses beauty and thought in a way that I think is taps into that subconscious. A really interesting essay called Autofacial Construction, which is where I kind of got this whole idea for a channel from, like something that describes how to feel from the inside your face and its structure, and how you can be more like yourself through facial constructions. So rather than changing your face through augmentation and through feeling like it's not good enough or something like that, embracing things like these lovely kind of like pearly crystally colour hair that you get. That's like a nice way of putting it, I think. And so I'll read a little bit from this. Face is our most potent symbol of personality. The adolescent has facial contours in harmony with the conditions of his soul. Day by day, the new interests and activities of modern life are prolonging the youth of our souls, and day by day we are becoming more aware of the necessity for our faces to express that youthfulness for the sake of psychic logic. Different systems of beauty culture have compromised with our inherent right not to only be ourselves, but to look like ourselves, by producing a facial contour in middle age which does duty as a well-preserved appearance. This preservation of partially distorted muscles is, at best, merely a pleasing parody of youth. That subtle element of the ludicrous inherent in facial transformation by time is the signpost of discouragement, pointing along the path of the evil evolution of personality. For to what end is our experience of life if deprived of a fitting aesthetic revelation in our faces? One distorted muscle causes a fundamental disharmony in self-expression, for no matter how well gowned or groomed men or women may be, how exquisitely the complexion is cared for, or how beautiful the expression of the eyes, if the original form of the face, intrinsic symbol of personality, has been effaced in muscular transformation, they have lost the power to communicate their true personalities to others, and all expression of sentiment is veiled in pathos. Years of specialized interest in physiognomy as an artist have brought me to an understanding of the human face, which has made it possible for me to find the basic principle of facial integrity, its conservation and, where necessary, reconstruction. I will instruct men or women who are intelligent and for the briefest period patient to become masters of their facial destiny. I understand the skull, which, with its muscular sheath, as a sphere whose superficies can be voluntarily energized, and the foundations of beauty as embedded in 3 interconnected zones of energy encircling this sphere, the centers of control being at the base of the skull, the highest point of the cranium, Control through the identity of your conscious will with these centers and zones can be perfectly attained through my system. It's talking about the self, but it's also talking about controlling the foundations of self and fulfilling that self through the aesthetics of the face and through the personality. And here's Mina Loy now, looking resplendent ways with this kind of grace and poise that I think is only attained from within. It's not like you're not going to get that from adornment merely. But that's all for now. And please share a comment about how the tips and hints that you've kind of amassed over the years that you could share with us and part of the community. And because that's the only way we can learn things, isn't it? Through each other. So please connect, and I'll get a tagline, something that I say. Yeah. Okay. Bye for now.